Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He was brought down by...
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. But Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Second and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Second and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 3. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Another try for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to number 87.
Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And Ingram hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Complete to
Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 32.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill. Hey, empty. Hey, ram.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Jake Elliott.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones now on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 30, the 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 83 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
There's the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off play action. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
New York.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Giants 33, Eagles 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's coming. We got double up.
On first down, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lefty. Lion.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check 15. List line two.
Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Tate on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Catch made by Slayton. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mark. Stop right in and turn out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. A handoff to Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Darius Slayton, incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
It's caught inside the 25, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Wide. Get wide. Check. Crunch. Check. No. You're not ready. Shit. Ram. Hey, look 3.
Now Sanders. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Mike,
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
82. Mike 20. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. There we go, Mike 20. Watch the back.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Complete to
Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
24-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Kill. 20, Mike, 20. Hey, get in the way. Here. 20, Mike, 20. Hey, let's get some penetration here. 5-9.
Wentz now on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Now Wentz. And this this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. This one is Slayton over the middle. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first is Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Darius Slayton, 27 yards. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Miles Sanders.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
We want it. Come to my work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
29 is a mic. Go, go, go. 29 is a mic. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Here's Wentz to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
29 is a mic. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now Wentz again. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Great, great. What's that? Mike 29. Watch the out. Watch the out. 29.
Wentz to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
29 is a mic. Mike 29. Ready? 29 is a mic. Mike 30. Silver.
Again, it's Wentz. He'll fire deep for Rager. And this is caught.
That's good.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Giants 56, Eagles 34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Come on, dude. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 60 Bison.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
42 is the mark, 42. 42 is the mark.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. Mark 20, Mark 20, Mark 20. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they will take a knee here.
Wentz on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Grew up having nothing.